Hello everybody, welcome to Victor Von Ion reads you about his gadget collection, such as grind boots. Wearing these allows Ratchet to slide on grind rails. Or the wearing of magnet boots allowing you to walk on magnet surface. Or Hydro Pact or allowing Clank's internal Versa motors boost you underwater. Or an upgrade for Clank to greatly increase the team's aerial mobility with the helipack. Starter pack, in addition to granting Ratchet and Clank short bursts of extreme speed, robotic upgrade that is powerful enough to allow Ratchet to rank Thruster Turbine. The jetpack, with this upgrade installed on Clank, head to your nearest fueling station to take the skies. Also, can I just mention that pose? Or even the hoverboard. With one of these, you can participate in the popular galactic pastime of hoverboard racing. Also, sorry, I had a cough. This device uses advanced poly laser technology to hack internal photon receptors to trigger the locks. Okay, at least now we're getting some actually descriptions, not just it does thing. This device, when hooked up to a receptacle, grabs and removes all the excess space in between atoms to compress nearly any size of body of liquid into the device, transported to any location and released into another receptacle. Wait, it just takes the atoms? This sneaky device allows Ratchet to parade around as a boisterous celebrity. Once outfitted with an O2 mask, Galactic Rangers can breathe comfortably in practically any environment. Okay, why do they not just have that to begin with? You think the space explorers would have O2 masks to give to their new recruits? But alright, by tuning into a specific frequency of atomic excitement, this device can augment your map with the specific location of anything, testing the physical quality of interesting. Gadgetbot Transformer. This handy update allows Clank to transform held Gadgetbots on the fly. Boxbreaker, once installed on Omni-Wrench, forming a Hyper Strike will emit a wide radius shockwave of compressed air. Those crates never stood a chance. Omni-Wrench 8000, we read before, and this week on. Well, I'll read it again, just for the sake of reading everything. This trusty tool is used in a variety of ways, such as a liberating bolt from crates, walloping nearby enemies, and taking brownies out of the oven. This energy-based shrapnel device is compatible with a broad range of Versa targets. Well, you know what? At least half of these, I say, were worth reading. Unfortunate part is we still have the art collection, and that's the ones that got all the words. But you know what? Hopefully today's a good reading day for me. Grimm's Workshop, the place to go if you need to clean your dusty paper throttle. Or want to squeeze a little more power out of your backup propulsion module? They charge fair prices and have the crankiest customer service this side of Krell Canyon. Kaizo Plateau. The Kaizo Plateau on the planet Velden is home to horny toads, street ducks, and a lovable lombax named Ratchet. Grimroth. One word. One name, I guess. Ratchet's cantankerous boss and owner of a spaceship repair business on Velden. Grimroth has a brother named Felton who lives on Pokitaru. Novalis Valley. Novalis is home to 3,253 different species of insects, but they will only bite if you are rude. So mind your manners. Waterworks. Novalis has some galaxy's most complex sewers and thus is home to the galaxy's best handyman, the plumber. You know what? I'm polite to insects. I think I would actually be able to live on Novalis. The plumber. Plumbers fix what needs fixing, but this plumber can also see it, the future and the past. But that's not really that impressive, since we can all see into the past. Sand Shark Valley. Iridia is swimming with sand sharks, particularly in the creatively named Sand Shark Valley, where you definitely do not want to go barefoot. Skid Store. Like any sports celebrity, Skid McMarks is doing whatever he can to capitalize on his success and grow his brand. Phase 1 of his plan is to open a series of Skid-branded extreme sports stores. Phase 2 is to rename the Solana Galaxy Skid McMarks. His agent's still working on the paperwork for that one. Oh wait, I've been forgetting to read, like, the location and all that. So it's like, you know, the Veldon stuff is, of course, location Veldon, system Solana. Oh hey, that means Ratchet Galaxy would also, or would be changing to Skid McMarks. And Ratchet Clank 2002, and apparently this game came out in 2016. It's from 2016. And Novalis is also in Solana. Everything is 2002. Chop off plumber. Lovely. See, the Sand Sharks, whereas Solana 2002. Skid Store is 2016 specifically. And Skid McMarks' home world is Rilgar. His job is professional hoverboarder. And first appearance is Ratchet Clank 2002. Kerwan. Quark's training course. Captain Quark's wanted to build a training course in order to keep himself and the other Galactic Rangers in tip-top shape. Hired the galaxy's best architects and kinesiologists to design the perfect fitness course, which focused on agility, strength, and cardiovascular efficiency. Then he threw those plans in the trash and built something he thought looked really cool. I don't know how he thought it looked really cool, because it's a giant rectangular tower. Just saying. Either way, location Kerwan, System Solana, first appearing in Ratchet Clank 2002. Galactic Ranger HQ, the Galactic Ranger headquarters is where Captain Quark and the other Rangers monitor events across the galaxy and manufacture high-end custom weapons and gadgets. It's also the highest concentration of #HumbleBrag selfies across 7 star systems. Kerwan Solana 2016. Hey Al, the universe's #1 electronics and all-around tech guy, homeworld Kerwan, job, RoboShack owner, first appearance, Ratchet Clank 2002. My controller stopped working. Hello, controller? Oh no, my computer stopped working. Uh-oh. Well, that was odd. My computer, like, froze up and whatnot. So, I don't know when it froze, but, you know, the universe's #1 electronics and all-around tech guy really needs to come to my house and, like, fix my computer. I would really appreciate if Big Al did that. He could probably give me a really good computer. Although, I don't have money to pay him, is the unfortunate part. But I'm sure the RoboShack owner wouldn't mind. So, what are these collections giving? So Veldon give us 5% card chance? Yeah, drop rate. Then Novalis and Iridia gave us 5% increase. Oh, 5% more rarity. It's not even like the drop rate, it's just 5% more. And then the Kerwan gave us 5% cards. Again. Blackwater City Hoverboard Course. We're on Railgar now. The hoverboard course, designed by classic hoverboard hero R.J. Dixon, is home to the annual Blackwater City Hoverboard Race. Where Skid McMarks and Chester St. Cloud battled to a photo finish 3 years in a row. It's in the Solana system, and the first appearance was Ratchet Clank 2002. Sewers. The sewers in Railgar are not stinky, but also home to thriving underground weapon market. One might even go so far as to say it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy who should be cautious. Also from 2002. Skid's agent. His real name is Don Wonderstar, but everybody calls him Skid's agent because it's what happens when you try to live off the fame of others. Job is sports agent, first appearing in Ratchet Clank 2002. You know, I'm kind of surprised that like Slim Cognito wasn't the one that we see here. Alright. Space station, especially since like Skid's agent's on Iridia, not even Railgar. Alright then. Space Station. Nebula G34 is home to a top-secret Blarg tactical research station, but as I am an omniscient narrator, I can tell you it's where Dreg is hiding a super powerful predator launcher as well as the most fearsome creature in the galaxy, the Snagglebeast. It's in the Solana system still, and first appearance is Ratchet Clank 2002. Warship. This warship is the pride of the Blargian fleet. Not only is the most powerful warship in the galaxy, but it was also built to convert it into a luxury hotel in times where the Blarg are not at war. But that never happens, which is a pity because there are a lot of fully aiding soaps and lavender shampoos going unused. Oh. Interesting. Also do Ratchet Clank 2002. Oh. Alright, all these are in the location of Nebula. The last collection gave us Card Chance. Blargian Snagglebeast. The Snagglebeast is one of Drek's many secret projects. It can shoot fireballs from its hands and probably other parts of its body. Homeworld Orkson, apparently. Job Scary Beast. Ratchet Clank 2002. Lava Fields. The word inhospitable was created to describe the landscape of the hottest and steamiest planet in the galaxy. Gaspar, but that didn't stop Dr. Nefarious from creating his own top secret research facility among its lava fields. Also in the Solana system and from Ratchet Clank 2002. Blarg Depot. The Blarg Depot on Gaspar is where Dr. Nefarious manufacture all sorts of weapons and gadgets for the Blarg. Rumor has it that they are working on a top secret Blargian jetpack. Solana system 2002. And the last set gave us Raritanium. And then we got the Brain Scientist. A Blargian scientist who is strangely obsessed with collecting telepathopus brains. As far as hobbies go, probably not the safest one to pick. Homeworld Railgar. Job Scientist. First appearance Ratchet Clank 2016. Rail Transit System, because that collection gave us Raritanium, and now we're on Battalia. The engineers who devised the transit system skipped class on the day they studied Occam's razor. Instead, they were into the amusement park and rode roller coasters all day. Fort Krontos. Fort Krontos was built to house and protect the Star Watch defense cannon, which is the most powerful ion blaster in the known universe. Both these things are in the Solana system in Ratchet Clank 2002. Cora Burlock is one of the famous Galactic Rangers. Her specialty is finding trouble and kicking its butt. She was born and raised on the planet Novalis. Why is she in Vitalia? Collection. Homeworld Novalis Job Galactic Ranger first appearance Ratchet Clank 2016, and this gave us Raritanium. Warbot Factory for Core 2 collection. Boog City on planet Core 2 is home to many things: pollution, darkness, and lots of angry blarg. But perhaps its most striking feature is the Warbot Factory, which, you guessed it, creates warbots. It is also the number one emitter of poisonous gases in its solar system. At least they have something to be proud of. System is Solana, first appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Scorch City. Chairman Drek uses Scorch City as his base of operations for all things evil. For example, he purposely slows down the internet speed all around the planet, then charges people exorbitant prices to get super fast speed. Ratchet Clank 2016. And then the Drek himself, although at least this is a statue of him. We don't need to worry about that. After Drek's homeworld became uninhabitable, he decided to steal parts of other planets to create a new world for the Blarg. Sounds like a good idea if you're an evil megalomaniac. Homeworld Orkson Job Blarg Dictator first appearance to Ratchet Clank 2002. That's a second that we've seen from Orkson, right? The other. Alright, the bargain is Snagglebeast. Oh, that's nice. He shares a home with the Snagglebeast, and that gave us a card chance. Joy Resort. Probably said that wrong. Might be Joy. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the good life at the picturesque Joy Resort on Pokitaru. Live the island way, which means no mobile phones, no socks, and no worries. Which is on Pokitaru. System is Solana still. First appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Scenic sewers. On Pokitaru, even the sewers are beautiful. Yes, they may have a slightly off odor, but you can blame that on the amoeboids. Those things refuse to use proper hygiene. First appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Felton Raz. Felton's brother Grimroth calls him a slacker, but Felton prefers to classify himself as a professional chillaxer. He moved to Pokitaru for its sun, scenery, and fishing. Homeworld is Felton, Job Resort owner, and the first appearance of Ratchet Clank 2002. And that gave us card chance for that collection. And then on the Phoenix, we got Starship Phoenix. The Starship Phoenix is home away from home for Galactic Rangers. It is equipped with the most powerful hyperdrive in the galaxy and enough weapons to battle an entire Blarg armada. But its prize feature is a one-of-a-kind, multi-compatible VG9000 game system capable of playing any video game in existence. Location: Phoenix. System: Solana, first appearance Ratchet Clank Your Arsenal 2004. Engine room. The Starship Phoenix has some of the most powerful engines in the universe. The legend has it there's an angry poltergeist that haunts the engine rooms, or that could just be a story the engineers made up so that when things don't work, they have something to blame other than themselves. Ratchet Clank 2002. Apparently. I'm confused by that one. The ship is from 2004, but then the engine room is 2002? I don't know what engine room they're talking about then for the original game. Alaris. Alaris is in charge of developing Galactic Ranger gear and providing technical support. She is one of the smartest women in the galaxy and completely dedicated to her job. Homeworld, Karwan, job, Galactic Ranger, first appearance, Ratchet Clank 2016. We got Rare Titanium for that collection. And we got the Planetizer, Drek's office. The less said about Drek, the better. But one thing is for sure, his office on the Planetizer is where he hooks up some of his more nefarious plans, pun intended. And it's still in the Solana system from Ratchet Clank 2002. New Core 2. New Core 2 is Chairman Drek's dream come true, but a nightmare for everyone else. Drek grew jealous of everyone. Excuse me. I don't know, I have like something in my throat. New Core 2 is Chairman Drek's dream come true, but a nightmare for everyone else. Drek grew jealous of everyone else in the galaxy that had beautiful homes, so he destroyed them all. Then took pieces of each planet and put them together to create his own planet. It should also be pointed out that Drek was not at the top of his class. Dr. Nefarious, a genius, but evil scientist intent on defeating the Galactic Ranger's most appropriate name ever. On for record, New Core 2 is still in the Solana system, on the Planetizer, and some Ratchet Clank 2002. Dr. Nefarious is Homeworld is Karwan, job is Bad Scientist, first appearance is Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal 2004. We got Rare Titanium for that collection. Also, it keeps saying that his homeworld is the Core 2, but his homeworld is Orkson, of which we never go to that one. So I wonder where that's located. Gadgetron on the Kalibo collection. Gadgetron headquarters. If you're a fan of awesome weapons, you'll love visiting Gadgetron headquarters, where you'll be able to see early prototypes of the Glove of Doom, the Gruitron, and maybe even the super secret Rhino. Location Kalibo, System Solana, first appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Gadgetron hoverboard course. Gadgetron makes weapons, but CEO Wendell Lumos is also interested in appealing to a younger demographic. When his marketing team showed him the rising popularity of hoverboarding, he decided to build his own course at Gadgetron HQ. He wanted to christen the course himself, but broke a hip on the first run. That's how he was introduced to the sad reality of aging. First appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Wendell Lumos. Wendell Lumos is founder of CEO of Gadgetron. He is a salesman at heart, always trying to bring in more revenue for his company. He even sponsored a hoverboard race because that's what kids like these days. Or at least that's what his advertisers told him. I like the idea of being a founder CEO. Like, he just founded the CEOs, nothing else. We get hard drop rate for that one, that collection. Oh, he's from Ratchet Clank 2002. Ratchet, an expert mechanic who dreams of grand adventure. Ratchet finally gets his chance after Clank crash lands on Velden. The two team up because Galactic Rangers and save the universe because that's what heroes do. Homeworld Velden, job Galactic Ranger, first appearance Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I don't know what year Rift Apart came out in. I still want to play it. I haven't yet. I just don't have a way to play it. But no, the game. Ratchet Clank 2002. Like what most things have been still so far. Clank, incredibly intelligent but diminutive word bot, teams up with Ratchet to save the universe whenever the universe needs saving. Homeworld Core 2, job Galactic Hero, not Ranger, he's a hero. First appearance, Ratchet and Clank 2002. Quirk. Copernicus Leslie Quirk describes himself as the greatest hero in the universe, but in reality he is a fraud. Quirk will do anything for fame or money. Homeworld Kawan, job, galactic superhero, and narcissist. First appearance, Ratchet Clank 2002. I didn't know you could get paid for being a narcissist, but that gives you 5% more bolts. That collection. Now that was the hero set. Now for girl power set, which also gives you 5% more bolts. Angela Cross, also known as the Unknown Thief. Angela Cross was a former geneticist for Megacorp. She helped develop the Protopet, but when she complained to management that it couldn't be controlled, she was fired. She eventually teamed up with Ratchet and Clank to save the universe from Megacorp's pre-plan to mass-produce Protopets. Homeworld, Robin, job, genetic scientist, first appearance, Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando 2003. Carla Raj, Dogged Field reporter for Channel 64, the universe's #1 source for news. Homeworld unknown, job, news reporter, first appearance, Ratchet and Clank 2002. Owen Apogee? A tough and fearless Arcadian, Owen was the daughter of the famous explorer Max Apogee. Augie? I don't know. One of the few who could actually read the Lombax language. Homeworld, Markazia, job, adventure, first appearance, Ratchet and Clank, Future Tools of Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction 2002. Man, I was doing so well at reading until now. Well, here's the Deadlocked set, giving 5% more bolts. And apparently giving me another cough. Ace Hardlight. Once a galactic superhero, Ace fell on hard times until becoming a contestant on the popular reality show Red Zone. Ace eventually became the star of the show and the leader of the Exterminators. Homeworld, Golden 3, job, Dread Zone Exterminator, first appearance, Ratchet and Clank Deadlock 2005. Never played that one. Bleemin' Fox, the architect of the Fox network, this slimy blade man would do anything to get ratings. His crowning achievement was Dread Zone, which at the time was the most popular entertainment program in the universe. Homeworld unknown, job, entertainment executive. First appearance, Ratchet and Clank Deadlock 2005. In fairness, I didn't know that game existed until I saw a video, or challenge video about it. So, hard to play a game when you don't know about it, because it was made when you were 4 years old. Potentially 3, depending on how early in the year. Bergen Green, 2 capable combat bots that helped Ratchet when he was a contestant on Dread Zone. Afterward, they went on to assume leadership of the Ratchet fan club. Homeworld unknown, job, combat bots. First appearance, Ratchet Deadlocked 2005. Have I been saying Ratchet and Clank Deadlock and not just Ratchet Deadlock? Because it's just Ratchet Deadlock to the Sigma in the Crack in Time collection, which also gives 5% more bolts. Originally a cleaner bot, Sigma 0426A was hired by Orvis to become junior caretaker of the Great Clock. After helping Ratchet and Clank save the universe, he was promoted to senior caretaker. Homeworld, Visceron, job, senior caretaker of the Great Clock. First appearance, Ratchet and Clank Future. They Crack in Time, 2009. Orvis. Let me make sure my mic was actually unmuted. Wasn't sure. Sometimes it doesn't. Orvis, the greatest of all Zonai. Orvis will not only created the Great Clock, he also created his son and Ratchet's best friend, Clank. Homeworld, the Zonai Dimension. Job, architect of the Great Clock. First appearance, Ratchet and Clank Future, A Crack in Time, 2009. Alistair Azimuth. Revered General in the Lombax Praetorian Guard. Alistair spent his time with Ratchet's father when they were young, but when Alistair agreed to give Tachyon access to Lombax technology, Tachyon betrayed him and used the technology to kill Ratchet's father, along with many other Lombax. Alistair tried desperately to undo his mistake by controlling the Great Clock. Ratchet stopped him and saved the universe in the process. Homeworld, Fastoon, Job, Lombax Leader, first appearance Ratchet and Clank Future, Crack in Time, 2009. Then we got the Robots Collection giving 5% bolts, which starts with Kronk, a veteran warbot who, along with his fellow warbots, Warbot Zephyr, swore to protect Alwyn Hoggy. Homeworld, Igliak, John, veteran warbot, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction, 2007. Zephyr, a veteran warbot who, along with his fellow warbot Kronk, swore to protect Talwyn Apogee. Homeworld, Igliak, John, veteran warbot, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction, 2007. Rusty P, former scallywag, now successful restaurateur, currently developing a business plan to take advantage of the new double-fried chocolate-dipped bagel craze. Homeworld, Vertigraw, Job, Space Pirate, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction, 2007. And then in the tools category, the last one to give us 5% more bolts. The rest are all weapon ones that give us the Omega variant. Is Kragmites, ugly, violent, annoying creatures known for their warmongering and hubris. The Lombaxes fought the Kragmites in the Great War, which resulted in the downfall of both races. Homeworld, Beepor, Job, Insecto Reptilian Warriors. First appearance, Ratchet and Clank, your Tools of Destruction, 2007. Percival Tachyon, self-appointed leader of the Kragmites, Percival was raised by Lombaxes but grew to hate them after learning that Lombax technology was used to transport all Kragmites Dimension X2-49. Homeworld, Really Comet, Job, Kragmite Tyrant, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction, 2007. Oops, I somehow went up and to the right. Drophids. A race of aquatic beasts survive outside of water due to their advanced survival suits. Homeworld, Zorik? Yeah, Zorik, I guess. Job, Really Smart Fish. First appearance, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction, 2007. And now for the weapons. Told you this was going to be a lot of reading in this episode, but yeah, I got a big card collection. Victor Von Nyon be collecting all the cards, you know. Fusion Grenade can be upgraded to the Fusion Bomb, which adds intelligence-seeking pyrocytic nitro balls, which nice. Manufacturer, Grumblenet, Class, Thermonuclear Hand Grenade, first appearance, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction, 2007. Bouncer can be upgraded to Heavy Bouncer, which is kind of redundant when you think about it. Manufacturer, Megacorp, Class Bomb Thrower, first appearance Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, 2003. B6 Obliterator, voted Weapon of the Year by the Galactic association of ridiculously unnecessary firepower. You'll buy it for the precision ground targeting, but love it for its gratuitous destruction. Manufacturer Vox Industries, Class Grenade Launcher, first appearance, Ratchet Deadlocked, 2005. Buster category, because fusion grenade category, one's Buster. Blaster, never embark on an intergalactic venture without your trusty ion blaster, or your toothbrush, but if you have to choose, go with the blaster. Manufactured Gadgetron, Glass Laser Weapon, first appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Combuster. I don't like that I emphasize that way. Just, I saw the difference in word, the names. Which, now I think about it, it's not even Blaster, it's Buster. You know what? Combuster. The Buster is spelled Combustor in Europe, because Europe is fancy. Manufactured CrumbleNet, Class Plasma Blaster, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction 2007. Dual Vipers, sure to please even the most hard-boiled weapons fanatics in the galaxy. The nano-optic refire technology and unparalleled ammo capacity promise a better tomorrow for all Dread Zone contestants. Manufacturer Vox Industries Class Dual Pistols, first appearance Ratchet Deadlock 2005. That sounds fun to have dual pistols. Now for a Groovatron set. Groovatron uses scientifically proven harmonic wavelengths to hypnotize enemies. Affected targets shake their bodies in rhythmic patterns, some of which may be socially inappropriate. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, Class Groovy Disco Ball. First appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction 2007. Groovatron Glove can be upgraded to the Alpha Groovatron Glove, which emits Groovatrons with more lights for a longer duration. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, Class Groovatron Launcher, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future by Kraken Time 2009. Groovatron Mine, a silent and slightly creepy individual with a painted face that compels you to dance. The Groovatron Mine, sorry. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, Class Dancing Machine, first appearance Ratchet Clank Full Frontal Assault 2002. I think I have played that one. I think that's one of the ones that my family video had. Alongside of, did I say 2002 or 2012? Because it's in 2012. Alongside with All for One. That's the first time that game's appeared in these card descriptions. Ferocitor, a close-range, fire-based weapon that is perfect for dispatching swarms of smaller enemies. It cooks it toasts, it even flame broils. Try it at your next barbecue. This is the Ferocitor set. Manufacturer Gadgetron, Class Flamethrower, first appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Pyroblaster can be upgraded to the Incinerator, which burns things even hotter. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, Class Flamethrower, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction 2007. A Megatech Frost Cannon sprays a beam of frost and ice that gradually freezes an enemy. When multiple frost cannon beams strike an enemy, it creates a devastating Arctic blast that freezes other nearby enemies, perfect for turning your enemies into frozen dinner. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, Class Frostbeam, first appearance Ratchet Clank All for One 2011. The weapon sounds fun. Pixelizer, in the Pixelizer set, this close-range arm cannon fires a burst of energy that blasts enemies back in time. A time when resolutions were lower and televisions often came in big wooden cabinets. You know, I have an old TV in a big wooden cabinet in my living room that I use for my PlayStation 2 and GameCube. Manufacturer Edgetron, Class Digital Manipulator, first appearance Ratchet Clank 2016. Sonic Eruptor. I said this weapon uses a genetically mutated Xenogoat to create a blast of sound that damages enemies. No, not a fast clown, a blast of sound. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class sound weapon, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future, A Crack in Time 2009. There's no exclamation mark, they're not yelling. Temporal Repulsor. A shotgun-like weapon that knocks back enemies. It uses quantum energy to add even more stopping power to its deadly ammunition. Also, wait a second, I didn't realize Crack in Time was after... Or sorry, it was before All for One and Frontal Assault. Huh. Anyways. Shotgun-like weapon that knocks back enemies. It uses quantum energy and adds even... Yeah, we did read that. Manufacturer GrumbleNet class shotgun. First appearance Ratchet Clank Into the Nexus 2013. Like, sorry. My memory sometimes can be of a goldfish and sometimes it can be of an elephant. Depends on what it wants to remember. Warmonger. Now that we're done with the Pixelizer set, we're now into the Warmonger set. Shoots multiple rockets at once, even more if it's upgraded, which, let's be honest, is kind of overkill. Manufacturer Terraclon? Class rocket launcher. First appearance Ratchet Clank All for One 2011. Negotiator can be upgraded to the Judicator, which means that not only do you destroy your enemies, you judge them as well. It's harsh. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class rocket launcher, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction 2007. Arbiter fires high velocity Carbonox armor piercing rockets. The explosions reverberate across the fabric of space and time and into dimensions as yet unknown. Ace Hardlight gave this weapon its name after using it to settle a legal dispute with his former agent. Manufacturer Fox Industries class rocket launcher, first appearance Ratchet Deadlock 2005. You know, with the whole space and time thing, I thought it was gonna be Crack in Time, but I guess not. Global Doom. Agents of Doom, small but deadly robots that are released from the Global Doom. Also a pretty good softball team. Manufacturer Gadgetron class support bots, first appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. Global Doom launches Doom eggs, which spawn multiple agents of Doom. It's like they're giving birth to Doom, which sounds painful, but is actually pretty fun. Manufacturer Gadgetron class Agent of Doom launcher, first appearance Ratchet Clank 2002. I love that the Agents of Doom have their own class and that the love to deploy them in the first place as its own class also. And it's too specifically helpful. Agents of Doom, parentheses mod, and parentheses, or mods rather. There's an S. The nicest, smartest, most attractive group of people you could ever hope to meet in cyberspace. Manufacturer Earth. Class moderators. First appearance Insomniac Games for 2004. That's the global. Now for the Plasma Striker set. Lux Rifle. Hey, look at that. We actually have it, so the set isn't just the name. Oh, never mind, it's the second one. Lux Rifle. Galactic Ranger Corps of Pearl Lux designed and built this high-powered sniper rifle while simultaneously doing her math homework and eating breakfast. It was banana chocolate chip pancakes. Actually doesn't sound that bad, in case you were wondering. Manufacturer Gadgetron class long-range weapon, first appearance Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal 2004. Although I would say what I pictured in my head when I read banana chocolate chip, for some reason it pictured banana chips, like fried bananas and like, you know, kind of like chipish shape. And then chocolate on top of that. Not chocolate chips with bananas on top. Plasma Striker, a long-range assassinator equipped with an experimental bioscope that identifies enemies' weak spots. Of which, the way I pitched it in my head is I would not eat. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class sniper crossbow, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Kraken Time 2009. Like, you can eat freeze-dried bananas or like just, dried bananas, like that's fine. But for putting it in a soft pancake, that just doesn't sound pleasant. Fusion Rifle uses a patented form of hydrogen fusion combined with a state-of-the-art magnetic optic scope for long-range accuracy. Lehman Vox keeps the weapon handy at board meetings in case he gets interrupted. Manufacturer Vox Industries class sniper rifle, first appearance Ratchet Deadlock 2005. Would you really want a sniper rifle for shooting someone at the table with you? How big is that table and how far are they sitting away from him? Anyways, on to Mr. Zircon set. Zircon Jr., a scrappy support symphonoid who fights alongside his father, Mr. Zircon. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class symphonoid, first appearance Ratchet Clank into the Nexus 2013. I still find that hard to believe, but I guess maybe that is where I first saw Mr. Zircon. But I swear, I thought they were in the third game. I forgot to check. Mr. Zircon, a loyal symphonoid who... Oh wait, that's Zircon Jr., that's why. Mr. Zircon, a loyal symphonoid who protects his master. Mr. Zircon uses Gadgetron's new and improved Crash Talk function to taunt its enemies. Manufacturer GrumbleNet's class symphonoid, first appearance Ratchet Clank Tools of Destruction. Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction 2007. I still feel like it was earlier than that. Zircon family, Mrs. Zircon and son Zircon Jr. fight alongside Mr. Zircon. The family that slays together stays together. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class symphonoid family, first appearance Ratchet Clank in the Nexus 2013. I mean, in fairness, if you do slay together, you probably would stay together. Because probably on the run from the law to get there. Sheepinator turns enemies into sheep. Also allows for a few really bad puns. Manufacturer Megacorp's class Transmogrifier, first appearance Ratchet Clank Going Commando 2003. Imp-O-Matic can be upgraded to the Positron. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class Transmogrifier, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Kraken Time 2009. Winterizer, originally developed to make snowmen for holiday season, this cheery weapon will deck the halls with the battered bodies of those who seek to dispatch you. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class Transmogrifier, first appearance Ratchet Clank into the Nexus 2013. That was for the Sheepinator set. Now for the Buzzblade set. Chopper fires deadly diamond-edged helium discs that are engineered to ricochet around the environment, capable of hitting enemies multiple times with one shot. Sorry, another cough. Manufacturer Megacorp, class Disc Gun, first appearance Ratchet Clank Going Commando 2003. Buzzblades launches tall blades toward targets at 3 to 3.4 meters per second. In parentheses, if you live in the Dark Ages and don't use the metric system, that's 1061.02 feet per second, in parentheses, period, space. Buzzblades bounce off walls and can hit enemies multiple times. And yes, I genuinely do read like that. Manufacturer GrumbleNet, class Saw Blade Launcher, first appearance Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction 2007. Nether Blades, originally developed by Vendra Prague while she was still in preschool, it was stolen and further developed by GrumbleNet. Manufacturer Vendra Prague / GrumbleNet, class Disc Launcher, first appearance Ratchet Clank into the Nexus 2013. Now for Predator Launcher set. Secret Gun, designed by 3 Gadgetron geniuses and 1 middle manager. He took notes and got the coffee. This projectile weapon was outlawed in 3 galaxies for being too awesome. But for the sake of the video, yeah, I'm trying not to read the parentheses.